Howdy, friends. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. Today, I am getting this laundry room cleaned out. We're going to be getting washer and dryer. I have never been so happy for something. Oh, I'm sure I have, but I'm so thankful that we're going to be getting this. If you watched my video from, was it be like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I was talking about how it got down to negative 22 and the pipes froze in the laundry room of the apartment complex. And it took me forever to do my laundry. I went in, I put, all the soap and everything in, all the clothes in, put my quarters in, went to, I shut the lid, pushed the start button, and there's no water sound. It's like the thing is working, but there's no like water coming out. So I waited a minute. It never came. So I had to leave the lid open so it wouldn't, ruin the washing machine. And I checked back like a few hours later, nothing. So I went to the office and let them know that it was probably frozen, and it was. So they were going to get somebody out to fix it, and it was the next day. It was not until 5 o'clock in the evening the next day. So I got my laundry done by like 8 o'clock at night. By that time, I'm pretty much ready for bed because I get up, really early for work, like 4:30 in the morning. So, yeah. Plus, I have been going to a laundry room or a laundromat for like 3 years, 4 years, trekking back and forth in the rain in Portland, in the snow here. I just really we have a laundry room. I would like to be able to do my laundry right here. We were holding off because we live on the second floor. So we were gonna, wait and get a washer and dryer, like if we moved into a house or something, but we're probably going to be here for a while. I don't want to move again until we move into a home that we're going to stay in. So we'll be here for a while. We're thinking about moving into a bigger, like, unit in the same complex, but we're going to look at them and see what we think. Because we're in the smallest one bedroom. I think it's 650 square feet. And there's a bigger one that's only like, I think $40 more than what we're paying right now for, and it's 750 square feet. So if we had more space, we would not be up in each other's business all the time. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We want to look at it first and see, if it's worth it to us to move into another unit. But still, we're getting a washer and dryer this weekend. So I need to clear out the laundry room. First thing I'm going to do, though, is clean out the top of my closet so I can put some of the big bins that are in there in that closet. So I'm about to pull you off the tripod, show you what I'm getting. Then we're going to go in my room and begin the carnage. There's those two clear green topped bins are what I'm going to go through. Basically, whatever fits in this file box stays. Everything else may have to find a new home. So, let's go. I've been stalling long enough. I want to get this done. It's probably going to be a two-parter because I also need to move all the stuff in the laundry room I'm not sure how I'm going to film that yet, but I'll figure it out when I get there. So, let's go. Alright, under my desk, you know, it's become a little jumbled again. But this box right here is what I need to extricate to get that stuff put away. So I'm gonna need to work on this. I'm not gonna make you watch me move all of this junk. And then I will take you to the bedroom. Alright, I've got the box. It's a little dusty on top, but that's okay. Now I need to go get my stool so I can get the 2 bins out of here. Let's see what we got going on in here. It's my kiddos from when they were babies. Well, little. Do I even have room in this thing? I don't know, guys. Feels kind of full. Yeah, I've got a lot of pictures in here, so maybe nothing else is gonna fit in here. Let me see, what do I have in this thing? This is my wedding ceremony. The note. This is my portfolio with pictures that are not safe for your viewing. We're gonna leave those in there. Let's see. My wedding invitations. From 20 years ago. Well, this year will be 20 years that we will be married. Let's see, some file folders. I could definitely use this. Okay, this was my wedding planning book. October 2003. That's when we got married. Alright, let's see. I've opened these before. This is those pictures from eBay that I got a long, long time ago. Oh, goodness gracious. Some yellow envelopes. And a bunch of file folders. I think just taking this stuff out of there made some space. And those don't need to really be in there. And then in the front, I've got these mostly empty file boxes. So these don't need to be in here either. I think this one has file cards in it. I'm gonna be all congested again tonight because this stuff is all dusty. Yeah, this has blank index cards and like little file tabs in it. So those don't need to be in here. So I just cleared up a ton of spaces. And you know, I've got like a lot of these photos I separated and they're my kids And so I may take it to them, take them their folders. Yeah, here's my youngest son's photos. So I may just go ahead and take them when I go see them. I'll take these along with me because I have made copies of them and I can just give them all to them. They can have the originals and I'll keep the copies. My youngest son's very first baby picture. And that was him when he was born. So yeah, I think I will take these. I separated them both by who was in the picture. So this one is my youngest son because he likes blue. And then I have one for my oldest son. He likes red. So I will take these to them and they can keep them. And I'll just make sure I have copies of everything. And they will get to be the owners of their own photos. All right, that will be that. I think that was my oldest, the day that my youngest son was born. He was in the bed next to me. And that is his very first Christmas photo. All right, so that made some room. I will take those with me. The rest of the stuff is, we have my family pictures in here, which I'll hold on to. That is, of course, me, my husband, his stepdad, his mom, and our two babies in the middle. That was like 2004. A long, long time ago. All right, enough of that. Let me get this show on the road before this video becomes a million years long. Let me go get my step stool, and I need to grab a bin, one of the empty ones that I made last week, so I can put those signs that I stuffed up in the closet between my bins and the boxes. They can't live there anymore, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's do this thing. First thing, get those signs out of there. And you're gonna hear me coughing and probably a little stuffy. I'm still suffering from all the dust that I've been kicking up here the last few days. Mostly what's in that box already is paper from stuff that was in there before, and I just use it to wrap, like, you know, breakables and things like that. So just putting all those signs in there, and luckily they all fit, even the really big ones, which I was worried about. And put all these boxes. That is a cat door. Yeah, I have no need for a cat door right now because we can't put holes in our doors. Trying to get that box down without killing myself. trying to not get my bed all dusty. Rearranging things. I think I'm going to take out some of those hanging file folders too, because I don't need that many. I don't really put files in there anymore. I should, but I don't. But I have a lot of them in there and I don't need that many, even if I do put files in there. I don't need as many as I have. And when I have time, which is not right now because I'm trying to get that room cleaned out, I'm going to go through everything that's in there. Those are bandanas from our dog, who we lost a few years ago. Those are Joe's things from when he was little, Indian craft books, because we're both from Arizona. Well, he was born in California, but lived most of his life in Arizona. Same as me, 21 years there. Cards that I will junk journal with. Those are all vintage cards that I plan to probably sell. I will never glue them down or anything. I just can't bring myself to do it. They're not from my family, so I don't have any reason to keep them. That's my son's little Rudolph thing. I'm going to give it back to him. It's all movie stuff. Those are all old letters that you could send off to the war, the army guys, the soldiers from World War II. Old magazines that I don't need anymore. Oh, that is my autographed picture from when I met Elvira. I've been looking for that thing forever. I will now have to put it in a frame. I don't keep that stuff much anymore, so I'm not really into those kinds of things. That was my main gate pass from when I worked at Disney. This book is super old. It is an art, color mixing book. It's from 1940 something. I just showed the date, but I couldn't see it really. But it's I don't know if it was ever published or if it was just somebody working on it, but it's ridiculously old. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I shall figure it out though. CDs. Oh, my Disney stuff. I want to put all that stuff in a scrapbook from the time that I worked there. Those are all fast passes and my earning my ears badge. That's my diploma from 1992 when I graduated. What, 30 years ago? Those were little things for cell phones back in the day. And VHS tape, or little videotapes from a camcorder I had. Those are more little ephemera stuff that I have. They're all little receipts, and those are from a jewelry store. And I think I'm going to lot them together. Those are perfume samples. These are all from the 30s and 40s. And they're authentically from the 30s and 40s. And I will never use them. There's a bunch of books. Those are all books from life insurance policies, old tax envelopes, and they're all dated. And I thought they would be really nice for somebody to use for junk journaling or whatever they want to do with them. But yeah, they're all receipts from when they were buying things back in the day. That was how credit worked. Oh, excuse me, back then. Those are all things I need to get rid of that I don't really use anymore. Postcard from Oregon, happy face stickers. Those are all wedding cards, the cards we got from our wedding. So they're 20 years old. And I want to put them in a scrapbook or something. Frodo's trying to get me to stop talking. He's laying on my lap. That is a Mother's Day card that my son made me, and that is the Mother's Day card that my oldest son, first one was my youngest, second one was my oldest. Those are cards that my kids got. That is my writing for the wedding ceremony that I made for us. An old picture from that stuff that I have from the 40s. It was like for a school or something. And music paper from the 40s. Music from the 40s. Those are all like papers and stuff that I can get rid of. This is neat. This is a map. This was before there was Google. This is what you got. They sent you a little book, and it had all the routes planned out. Those orange lines are like the routes that you would drive, the roads that you wanted to get on. So they made this all for this person's journey. I think it was from 1949. 848 or 49. I love stuff like that, but I'm never going to do anything with it. It's just going to sit there. Those are my awards from my Disney, the rides that I ran. You got like one of those if you met the hourly like time thing. This is all folders from when I was in high school. If you can't tell. Me and my rebel phase that lasted for like 30 years. Oh, my report card. Almost straight A's. And almost straight A's. I was a very good student. I had a lot of honor roll stuff. That was my high school newspaper. Poems. The guy that I pointed to, I had a crush on him, like big time. I got that picture of Metallica by writing to them, and I drew those terrible pictures. I did win an award for one of my my articles about Motley Crue. Those are old recipes. I'll put them in my Pinterest. There's the Motley Crue article that I wrote, and it was published in the newspaper, and I won 3rd place in the state for that. Beetlejuice coloring pages. Like most of that stuff is just stuff from my high school. That was from probably when I was 8 years old. They were Michael Jackson stickers. That's a book that I fancied myself writing. A story. It was kind of loosely based on the Misery book by Stephen King, but I kind of like made it my own. My Honor Society invitation. I think we had a breakfast or something. Another report card. All A's and B's. My Cabbage Patch Kid birth certificate. From way back when. More like awards that I got from school. I was a very good student and I loved going to school, so I really tried to do well. Because I'm a perfectionist, I just wanted, like all of those are awards that I won, that I'm flipping through right there. I really tried my best. And, you know, I made really good grades and everything except for math. But now I know that it's an actual issue with my mind, and I've been working on that as well to figure out what this newspaper article was. It was from Las Vegas, and I think I kept it because it was talking about some rock concert. It's from 1989. Because I'm, you know, a weirdo that way. Yeah, those are all awards from school. Those are my kids' drawings and things. My first anniversary card. My 5-year anniversary with Comcast. I worked for them for 5 years. More cards. a very old postcard from Hot Topic that the silverfish got to. And more Disney stuffs. Stuff from my puppy. Well, our dog. More stories that I wrote. This stuff is from Dave Pratt in Phoenix, like a rock radio station, 98 KUPD. I wrote a lot of letters to him, and that one was from 1987. It was when, you couldn't go on the internet and write to people. You had to write an actual letter and wait for them to write back to you. And he did all the times that I wrote to him. But I really need to go through all of that stuff when I have more time. Those were all movie promos from when I was the electronics department manager for Walmart. So I have a lot of like movie promo stuff from the early 2000s. I left there in 2005, so everything there is from like 2001 to 2004. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I'll probably put those in my shop as well. That was an old flashcard. And alright, that's it for tonight. It's gotten late. I only managed to get through the one clear box. I still have room in the file box, so I'll get the next one and then we'll do the laundry. So it's going to be 3 or more parts. I didn't realize how much stuff was in that box. Wow, that was a trip down memory lane, for goodness sakes. I think I'm going to be putting most of that old paper ephemera stuff on my Etsy or eBay, maybe. I'm going to piece it out, and I know a lot of people like to use that stuff for junk journal. I cannot. I can't destroy old things, so I would never use it. It would really just sit in my stuff for till the end of time. But it's really cool stuff. I explain where it came from and stuff in the voiceover, so you know where it came from. I did get all the photos to a family member that I found on Ancestry, because I put all the stuff on Ancestry and all she wanted was the photos, so I sent all of that to her. She didn't want the letters and paperwork and all that stuff, so it's just stuff that I love old things, so I hold on to everything. Clearly, I have stuff from my childhood. I still have my old Cabbage Patch Kid birth certificate. I think I was 7 or 8 when I got that. But yeah, that's that. And we will do the next one. Well, for me, it will be tomorrow. For you, it will be the next day that I post videos. Anyway, peace out. Take care of yourself, and remember, the world is full of kind, amazing, wonderful people. If you can't find one, you can be one. Bye.